A rare, unprecedented event is happening in South Louisiana. It's snowing. Some people are calling it a blizzard, but it will be a record snowfall. Last time I did a weather video, we were preparing for a hurricane. Now we have what they're calling a Louisiana blizzard. It's very unusual to be able to get snowfall in southern Louisiana. And right now you can see there's a lot of snow coming down. We've already had about close to 2 inches of snowfall, and we're expected to get 4 to 6 inches of snowfall. And that is absolutely amazing. I've heard some reports on the news where they're calling this the Louisiana blizzard. And for southern Louisiana, this light snow, yeah, I would say is a blizzard for this part of the country. Pretty amazing to be able to get snow down in this area. Now right now it's about 26 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's definitely cold enough to be able to snow, and beautiful snow it is. This is a wonderful time for the kids to be able to play and enjoy snow when most kids in this area have never ever seen snow. Now in this area also, you have to prepare differently than you do in other parts of the country. Our pipes get exposed and they will freeze and break. The plumbers right now are going to be working overtime being able to repair people's pipes. So as you can see, I've been outside now for just a couple of minutes and I'm already getting snow all over the jacket. Now this is actually pretty light snow. I expected the snow to be a heavier snow, but this is light. This would be great if there was enough snow to actually go snow skiing, but that's pretty nice powder. And I expected a heavy wet snow. But you can clump this together, and that would make a good snowball. It's still pretty early in the morning, and we've already got a couple inches of snow that's up against the door. That is just unprecedented and really amazing to be able to see snow like that. And the snow is really coming down right now. It's already accumulating on the stairs and on the sidewalk. Now they're saying that we're going to get heavy snow over this next hour, and it's going to be quite consistent. In addition to that, I had said earlier, supposed to be 4 to 6 inches. Now they're saying up to 7 inches of snow, and I think that will set a record. You can see that there is a significant threat to life and property, and this is mainly due to the fact that people just are not prepared for weather like this in this part of the country. Our cars are not prepared, our houses are not prepared, and quite frankly, the people themselves in this area are not prepared for snow such as this. Now we lived in Colorado for about 10 years, so we're used to snow, and this is, for us, not a whole lot of snow. But for here, this is fantastic, and it's very refreshing to be able to see a snowfall such as this, since it's so rare. The last time that we had snowfall, it was, I believe, in 2017, and we only had just a little bit of snowfall, just enough to be able to say, yes, it snowed. But now, it actually feels like we're in a different part of the country. Certainly not South Louisiana, because after all, how could South Louisiana get this type of snowfall? We had quite a bit of wind earlier today, and a lot of the snow blew up underneath the porch and has accumulated on the porch. And this is about a ½ inch, maybe 3/4 inch worth of snow. And of course the steps are completely covered with snow, as is the sidewalk now. The streets are beginning to accumulate some of the snow, but in this area, that's the last area. But it will be extremely icy and slippery. Down in this part of the country, nobody wants to be out on the roads in this condition. Right now we have a very steady snowfall, and you can see quite a bit of snow coming down. And it's beginning to accumulate rather quickly. You can see the accumulation on the trees itself. and on the ground it's pretty much snow covered at this point. And it actually started snowing this morning earlier than what was forecast. I love how the trees are really getting all the snow on them. The rooftops are absolutely beautiful. It's something that looks like out of a winter wonderland photo. Even the greenhouse is completely covered with the snow. And it's still coming down rather heavy. Now right now, this is about 11 o'clock in the day, and there's no sign of letting up. The original forecast was it to start snowing around 8:30, and that's what time it is now. And of course you can see it started much earlier. It's scenes like this that you just don't see down here in southern Louisiana. It's also very unusual for the snow to accumulate actually on the sidewalks. But as you can see, we're getting it accumulated on the sidewalks. And right now we've got about 2 inches of snowfall, and it's coming down pretty heavy. It's even, this is amazing. The amount of snow that's coming down, I feel like I'm not in South Louisiana. I feel like I'm in Colorado or someplace north with all the snow that's coming down. This is absolutely amazing for this part of the country to have this much snow, and we haven't even reached the peak snowfall yet. We're supposed to be reaching the most snowfall in about the next 2 hours. Even the birds are loving the snow. I've seen a lot of birds out this morning, and they're definitely hanging out at the bird feeders. We've got one here right now. Just a couple of minutes ago, there was 3 or 4 birds around the bird feeders, but this is just amazing to be able to see. That is amazing. That is a female woodpecker that is checking out the bird feeder. I don't think I have seen that forever, but they're definitely interested in being able to find some food with all this snow on the ground. Well, I think the snow has successfully shut down my bird feeder. You can't even see the tray any longer because of the snow. Well, it is time to make a cup of hot chocolate, sit down and enjoy this, and be able to look out the window and watch all of the snow fall and those occasional birds hanging out at the bird feeder. This is a once-in-a-lifetime snowfall to be able to see and enjoy. I mentioned earlier that our houses just are not prepared for it. The pipes are on the outside of the house, and you have to wrap them with the insulation. And in addition to that, running just a little small stream of water like this to keep that water flowing really helps to keep the pipes from freezing. Well, it's an hour later, and the snow is really accumulating. You can see the street now is completely covered in snow. You can't see the sidewalks hardly at all, and it's really accumulating now. Looks like about 4 inches so far, and it is still coming down like crazy. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love this kind of weather. But you can hear the ambulance and the police cars in the background, so bad things happen in this part of the country with this kind of weather. People just aren't used to it. It's a pretty moderate to heavy snow right now that's coming down. And that's a fire truck in the distance. Normally we have to worry about flooding, And this is an example where a home is being raised about 5 feet in the air to be able to account for flooding. And now we're dealing with snow. We're getting a lot of heavy snow now. We're no longer in light snow. And it's accumulating very rapidly. We've got about 4 inches now. And it is really, really coming down. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think the birds found a warm place to go because they're not out feeding any longer. At the different, whoops, there's one bird that just kind of came in frame. But for the most part, they're leaving the bird feeders alone. Can't even see the sidewalks now. They're completely covered. Of course, the rooftop is getting a nice accumulation of snow on it. And you can see the neighbor next door, their roof is completely covered. And unfortunately, we have some ambulance, police cars, fire trucks, everything in the area, so that's never a good thing. You could hear the emergency response vehicles in the back, and I just got this alert. And basically it's saying, stay off the roads. Well, the grandkids are having a blast in the snow. They sent me this photo just a few minutes ago. You can really see the difference, what an hour will do. You can't even see where the sidewalk is now. And the little bench that I have out here has quite a bit of snow on it. And it is still coming down rather heavy. With snow like this and the weather conditions that we have, another factor that takes place in this area is pretty much all of the businesses closed down. At this point, if you wanted to go out to eat, probably can't. Restaurants are closed, so hopefully you have food in the house. Same thing with any other services. I had a doctor's appointment scheduled for tomorrow. Guess what? They called and said we're going to have to cancel because all the clinics are closing down because of this storm. In other parts of the country, this would be just another day, no big deal. But down here, we don't have the equipment to be able to really prepare the roads. We don't have snow plows. We don't have really any means to be able to deal with this other than wait for the sun to come out and for the sun to do its job and melt the snow. So with the inability to be able to effectively sand the roads, or in some cases put salt down, that's kind of a rare occasion. At best, we can get the bridges sanded. And with no snow plows, because it's just not needed in this part of the country, this is the time that you just hunker down, enjoy the snow, and stay indoors. This was a little fun. And I got snow right in the eye. But this is the time you want to be able to hunker down, enjoy the snow, stay inside, keep warm, and enjoy and wait till this passes. Get a nice big bowl of soup, sit by the fire, and enjoy the weather. Guys, this was a fun little video to put together. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Right now, I'm going to go back inside and stay warm. Bye-bye, everyone.